Kyle is famous. I've heard this is a funny game. I know barely anything. This is just the free edition, so I'm guessing it's like a demo. Let's get into it. Start. Kyle woke up. He is famous. Kyle is most... Hey, hold on. I was promised voiceovers. Voiceover, right here. Uh-oh. I broke it. Okay, I will just put my own voiceover as to compensate.
Kyle woke up. He is famous.
More.
Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with
More.
Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year,
More.
and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are a best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to...
I'm a
Shut
little
up, Cody.
bummed there's
I
no
was narrating.
sound. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. I chose to wither away. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered away successfully and died. Shucks. Kyle is now a ghost. Oh, I thought he was over. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Get out of bed anyways. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Open the closet, sit at a desk, scavenge, exit bedroom to hallway. Let's sit at a desk. Kyle made his way over to the desk and sat down. Write notes for interview, check in drawer. Kyle opened up the side drawer of his desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. Sort of change, a small key. I'm gonna grab the change. Oh, I'm a ghost, and I have loose change. Kyle scooped up the change scattered around the desk drawer. Back to desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Let's go back to our room. 22 hours. Kyle returned to the center of his room. Let's scavenge. Kyle quickly crouched on the floor, realizing his immediate need for... bugs. Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. More. Soon he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive. Eat immediately. Kyle threw back his head and crammed the sticky, wriggling mass into his mouth. He felt refreshed. Oh, nasty. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Let's exit the bedroom. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connected the rooms of his apartment together. I didn't say that very accurately. Check locked door. Leave apartment. Move to kitchen. Let's, we already had our meal. We don't have to go to the kitchen. Let's leave the apartment. Kyle walked into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. Let's visit downstairs neighbor. Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. Greet and start conversation. Good morning, neighbor, said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly. Ask Gabby about Gabby. So, Gabby, how's Gabby? Gabby, asked Kyle, tell me about yourself. Gabby stiffened. Oh, you know, she said, putting on a fake smile. I just sit around here. Yes. Oh, wait. Yes, I don't get around much. I never go out at night. I just stay here, right here. Gabby glared at Kyle. Convinced by Gabby's statement, Kyle bid her goodbye and returned to the streets. Kyle walked out in the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. Let's visit the tech store. Kyle walked into the clean, white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot playing soft music from a small microphone. Steal Techno Jim. Buy batteries, ask attendant for free samples. I'm a Steel Techno Jim. Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Techno Jim by the shoulders. Finding that Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to heave upwards. After several tugs, Techno Jim broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring bewildered, and ran outside. Continue with day. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. Let's return to our apartment. Kyle walked into a small hallway that connected the rooms of the apartment together. Let's go to the kitchen. ... Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before arriving. I have Techno Jim. Sitting across from his host's chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Approach Rachel. Rachel's smile quickly turned to shock as she realized Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. We're naked? Kyle started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. It's just like, hello there, boss. Look away. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. Oh, and exited the set. Oh, I can't read. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone. End. Kyle prepared by being a nudist. Okay. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. He exited the bed. Kyle exited. I'm blind. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around the room. Let's open the closet. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Let's choose an outfit. Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing his important appearance is a suit of armor, skunk pasties, jeans, and swimming goggles. We're gonna wear the suit of armor. Alright. Kyle was unsure of what exactly caused him to decide to wear his armor, but it felt like the right thing to do. After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Let's exit the bedroom hallway. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connected the rooms of his apartment together. Let's move to the kitchen because we didn't get to see what was in there. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Let's check the pantry. Kyle wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with a small keyhole. Back to kitchen. There's a key in our desk, isn't there? Okay, we'll just go back to our bedroom. Desk. Check and drawer. Small key. Kyle grabbed the small key he kept in his desk. Now we go back to the kitchen. Pantry. What's in the pantry? Unlock with small key. The pantry door lock creaked as if it hadn't moved for years, but eventually opened. Look in pantry. Instead of an assortment of canned goods and grains, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount of bottled lard. Chug a bottle of lard. How could I resist? Kyle voraciously grabbed the closest bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all of the fat within a minute. Chug a bottle of lard. Kyle wildly sucked down another bottle. He felt very sick. Vomit on floor and stop. Chug a bottle of lard. Roar! Kyle's vomit and the lard were mixing in a way to make it hard to tell which was which. Oh! Okay, we have to do this. We have to finish what we started. Finish off the pantry. As Kyle finished the last bottle of lard, he felt a wave of accomplishment come over him. Yeah! Oh, it's a fine. Most of the lard came out fine. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Open fridge. Kyle opened the fridge intending to find something to eat. Eat crust on fridge wall. Eat. Am I reading that right? Eat the fridge. Prepare breakfast, eat condiments. We're gonna eat the fridge. Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards, so he's like, ah, and then hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device and he started to swallow. Oh! Ho ho! In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down Kyle's throat. After many gurgles, pops, and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. Okay, so the interview is now, and we just ate a fridge, chugged a crap ton of lard, we have a key on us, and we're covered in armor. Got it. Kyle hurried to the set, sitting across from the host chair with a glamorous woman with an air of genuity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Approach Rachel. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded, scream and spin in circles. I mean, we ate a fridge. The best thing we can do is answer politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome guest. Shake hands. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. Ooh. I'm ready. Let me get my fancy suit on. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Start the broadcast. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Oh, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Introduce Rachel. Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle, concerned, gave a couple coughs, and decided to play it cool and keep the show running. I hacked up a fridge. This lady has more commitment to keeping her calm than I do. Kyle stopped and vomited again, then continued with a shaky voice. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, let's see. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well... Okay, hold on. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in. Itchy. That was loud. I'm incredibly sorry. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. In a shock, Kyle realized he had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. Knowing he had the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with a solution quickly. Blame Rachel for lack of notes, run away, play dead. I think they'd believe we're dead if we just hacked up a whole fridge. Kyle slumped in his seat and played dead. Kyle, what are you up to? Asked Rachel, still smiling. Kyle did not respond and hoped no one would ask questions. I just like to imagine Kyle's just sitting there. Kyle, why are you pretending to be dead? Asked Rachel. I can see you breathing. Oh. Kyle held his breath. Way to go, Kyle. 100% 100 points goes to improv to Kyle. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, yeah. We're doing this. The producer whispered to Rachel over to her earpiece. Give him a couple slaps across the face and see if he wakes up. Rachel got up from her chair, walked to Kyle, and slapped him firmly across the face. Kyle! Rachel slapped Kyle continuously, trying to get him to stop play acting. Other members of the crew stepped in frame to start slapping Kyle as well. Soon Kyle was lost in the amassment of people around him, all slapping his face with both hands. The slapping went on for many hours. Kyle did not wake up. Eventually, Kyle did not need to pretend to be unconscious. The end. Kyle prepared by dying. Dying. Oh my gosh, I love this game. We'll exit the bed. Okay. Big point of view. Do we need to eat the lard? No. Let's see what else we got. We can leave apartment into the middle of the road. We already visited that. Check locked door. Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly that the door was locked from the inside. Force the door with forehead. Ow, first of all. Kyle decided it would be best to try to force the door open with use of his face. After smashing his features into solid wood for several minutes, Kyle gained severe short-term amnesia. Back to hallway. Oh, my nose. I'm sorry. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connected the rooms of his apartment together. Okay, we have amnesia now. Let's return to the bedroom and let's take that desk. Let's take the key. Maybe it can unlock the door. Back, locked door. Okay, there's no way. So we have amnesia now. We don't remember any of our previous. We don't even know why we're in this house. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Let's open the fridge and let's prepare ourselves a breakfast. Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs and toast along with a small fruit cup and grilled sausage. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I should have eaten before I started stream. We're gonna smash. Kyle smashed his breakfast to a pulp using both fists. This guy was straight up Hulk. He just boom, just food everywhere. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. We know what's in the pantry. We will not have to worry about that. Let's. Oh, we don't have clothes. Let's open the closet and choose an outfit. Slick suit, suit of armor, skunk pasties, jeans, and swimming goggles. He has amnesia. He just doesn't know what a good clothing looks like. Kyle decided on a fashion-forward, casual style. He could barely see out of the goggles. Okay, what are we gonna do for 2 hours? Let's scavenge and let's gossip. Kyle firmly pressed his ear into the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. I heard Rachel May is going on trip out of the country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug and fights misdoers. There was a stunned silence. Then a door opened and someone exited that neighbor's apartment. That's quite enough. Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from the host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him into the eyes. I've been looking forward to you being here. Kyle responded, forget her name from amnesia. Right. Hello, Kyle's ears began to ring from his concussion. Rachel looked at Kyle, slightly confused, but continued smiling. Before she noticed the glazed look in Kyle's eyes, the producer approached. Time to get started, he said, putting a hand on Kyle's shoulder. Let's get stationed. Kyle sat in the nearest chair, which was Rachel's. After a moment, Rachel hesitantly sat in the host chair. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Let's start. Good morning, everyone, said Kyle. My name is... I don't have a name tag. Kyle made a desperate effort to remember his name, or really, anything at all. Kyle looked at Rachel. Do you know who I am? He asked. He asked. Rachel looked back, confused. Who are you? Well, if you're not Kyle, I don't know who you are. Rachel smiled sweetly. Kyle made up his mind that he was probably Kyle. Ah. Well, he said. I'm Kyle. A long silence followed. Eventually, Rachel spoke again. And I'm Rachel. Hi, everyone, she waved. Hi, Rachel, said Kyle. So, why are we here? Rachel was visibly worried. Ha! Funny, she said. Weren't you planning on asking me any questions? I mean, I don't have any ideas, said Kyle. Kyle kept staring at Rachel. Someone coughed. Kyle looked around and noticed the crew. Who on earth are all of you? He asked. Nobody answered. Kyle got out of his chair and walked off frame, leaving Rachel alone, with millions of viewers. Rachel smiled at the camera nervously. Well, she said, let me tell you some knock-knock jokes. Eventually, the producer ended the broadcast early due to technical issues. Kyle woke up in his bed the next day, remembering nothing about what had happened. Kyle forgot everything. I don't know if I should continue going. We'll do one more. Uno más. Yes, one more. We are just going to exit the bed as normal. Let's see. We've done all these. Let's get dressed, but this time let's put on the pasties. Skunk pasties, yeah! We'll do two. See, we'll do this one, and then we'll do it properly. Getting the slimy garments to stay proved difficult, so Kyle opted to stick them to his body with hot glue. Ow! Kyle exited the hallway. Let's just talk to our neighbor, which was awkwardly comfortable considering we were naked last time we talked to her. Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. Greet and start conversation. Good morning, neighbor, said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly. Ask Gabby about Rachel. Gabby, Kyle asked, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May? Oh, Rachel, Gabby said. She's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more good work than bad. Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes. After several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned around and left. Visit tech store. Kyle walked into the clean white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot playing soft music from a small microphone. Let's ask an attendant for free samples. I'm hungry. Kyle asked the store attendant whether or not they offered any free samples to important customers. Oh, right, this is a tech store. You know what? I just eat a phone. The attendant gave Kyle a confused and slightly vacant look. Kyle began to beg for a free sample. Please! Wanting Kyle to leave, the attendant grabbed a decrepit phone meant for spare parts and held it out. Grab with teeth. Kyle firmly clamped his mouth around the outstretched phone, creating several punctures in the screen. Okay, so we have a broken working phone. Kyle grunted and yanked with his head until the attendant let go of the phone. The phone is now Kyle's to use forever. Back to the street. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. Okay, we're gonna eat the crust off of the fridge. Kyle started scraping streaks of crud and spots of mold off the walls of the fridge. After wading into a crusty, moist ball, Kyle popped it into his mouth and began to chew. Several minutes of crunching later, Kyle finished and swallowed the ball whole. It felt sticky in his stomach. Oh! Oh, okay. We can skip all this. We've heard it before. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded, scream and spin in circles. Kyle stretched his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was now time to start the show. No! I insist! Kyle shoved his producer out of the way, spread his arms wide, and began to scream loudly. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. It is the middle of the night. He began to rotate slowly, screaming throughout, lightly brushing his hands against the faces of Rachel and his producer. So what? He's just like, After several minutes, Kyle was finished. He slowly put his hands to his side and smiled. I'm ready, said Kyle. Rachel blinked at Kyle, shrugged, and walked over to her seat. Start the interview. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. We're wearing pasties, a working phone, and we didn't eat good food. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking up at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Kyle vomited all the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle concerned, gave a couple coughs, and decided to play it cool and keep the running show. Kyle stopped, then vomited again, then continued with a shaky voice. Tonight, I have pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile, itchy nose. In a shock, Kyle realized he had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. Knowing he had the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle quickly came up with a solution quickly. Blame Rachel, run away, play dead. Play dead went so well, but we're going to blame Rachel. Rachel, I need to be honest. You're not terribly interesting, and I could not think of what I should ask you. In fact, continued Kyle, I would far rather interview a fish than I would you. And furthermore, said Kyle, I'm not sure I could tell the difference between you and a fish. Kyle leaned back in his chair and desperately hoped the blame had been shifted adequately. Rachel glowered at Kyle. Kyle glowered back. Rachel left the studio. Kyle no longer had a guest and spent the next 42 minutes staring at the camera silently. Okay. That joke's over. Okay, so this... Oh, there's a new thing. Browse social media. I didn't know I unlocked more. Kyle started to scroll through new articles on his phone. Stay Up Late with Kyle ranked #1 and #2 show on television. Read more. New East Bridge being constructed after being found to not actually exist. Authorities investigating. Another grand larceny and crime spree streak. Evidence points to the perpetrator fleeing the country. Rachel May to unexpectedly leave the country on very, very long vacation after interview tonight. Who is the bug vigilante recently spotted pursuing larcenists? Kyle fails to show up to several charity events. I just can't do it, man. I'm not very good at it, I guess. Vigilante shows up to charity event with fresh baked pastries. Donations flourish. Hot dogs making resurgence as fuel source for both humans and tugboats. Phone model recalled. Techno gym stores blame overuse by customers. Kyle's phone exploded in his hand from overuse. Oh, you took away my phone. Okay, let's do this right. Oh, we do not have a lot of time. Choose an outfit. Slick suit. Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. Let's see. Sit at desk. We need to write notes. Kyle wrote down his first question. Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Are you a mother? We said we're going to do this one right. Kyle wrote down his second question. What are some diet tips? Beef mashed or blended? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? I have not, but I heard that that is not bad, but not good. Chance of salmonella, high. I might eat a raw egg. I don't know. What are some diet tips? Kyle wrote down his third question. What's your funniest story? Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. Oh, that poor puppy. Kyle wrote down his last question. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? Hi, I'm Kyle. What is your guilty pleasure? Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Back to desk. Awesome. Kyle made his way over to the desk and sat down. Let's scavenge for gossip. Kyle firmly pressed his ear into the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. I heard Rachel May is on the trip out of the country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Wait, I've already said this. I'm not going to do the accent. Dun, dun, dun. Kyle hurried to the set. Okay, so we are sophisticated this time. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded, answered politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are most welcome guest. Shake hands. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. Or, a moment after seating the studio, lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Gossip about neighbor. Good evening, everybody, said Kyle. My neighbor is a bug vigilante. With nothing more to say on the matter, he fell silent. Rachel, also on camera, stared at her hands and wondered when she was going to be introduced. The producer started cutting to different camera angles to break the tension. Kyle continued to remain silent and stared forward blankly. After several minutes, neighbor Gabby walked out onto set. Hi, everyone, she said, smiling hollowly. My name is Gabby, and I am not a bug vigilante. False! Kyle looked at Gabby and then returned to staring forwards. So he's like, false! Gabby began to reply, but was interrupted by a bug-shaped intercom on her belt. Ooh, this is getting interesting. Bug Girl! It squawked. A robbery is in progress on East 3rd. Report immed. Gabby threw her intercom on the ground and crushed it under her foot. After a beat, she spoke lightly. Something has come up suddenly, and I must go. Gabby left the set. Well, said Kyle, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for joining us, Rachel. Kyle got up, shook Rachel's hand again, and walked past the cameras, leaving her alone. Not knowing what else to do, the producer ended the broadcast. In the coming days, fans of both Rachel and Kyle dubbed this show as a masterpiece of television. I knew what I'm doing. I'm smart. Stay up late with Kyle's online pages were updated to reflect this broadcast as the most popular ever. Kyle's producer later tried to have Rachel on the show, but she was very, very, very busy. We talked about Gabby. I got a new cursor. Okay, I gotta reset the interview. I'll make more episodes of these. I like this game. Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from the host chair, blah, 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 blah. Kyle responded, answer politely, as do I. Welcome, stick out hand, extend, pick nose. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating the studio, the lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Start broadcast. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Introduce Rachel. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle mentioned to Rachel, who smiled and motioned. I think I have dyslexia. That is just now a discovery that I have. Maybe not. I'm still learning. Who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor. Why? From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle had passed out. Nobody in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home. Kyle was left face first on the floor. Okay. Well, thanks for that, Kyle. I guess we won't do anything right just yet. This will be the end. So, I thank you so much for watching. I freaking loved this. I had a blast. I will definitely wash that shirt hanger. So, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. I will definitely make more of these. Please, feel free to comment. I love talking to you guys. I don't get to. I'll take suggestions. I'll just talk. Whatever you want. I don't care. Talking is talking. It's just nice to have some conversation. Right? Yeah. Anyway, bye-bye. Okay, now how do I end it? Because I didn't think this through entirely. Uh-oh. We're stuck in game. You're not gonna know this ever happened. 91 more endings. Total 117 to explore. Full voice acting, custom story creator, tons of unlockable background cursors, and more. You know what? Okay. I will consider getting the full edition, especially if it comes on sale. Okay, now I will leave. Bye-bye.